Hi, Alan, and welcome to another session of Famous Fables.
Great, lovely. Okay, yes. Well, I look forward
Famous
to it.
Fables. And normally there is a moral to the story. And fables were written in Old English. So sometimes our viewers could have a few little problems understanding exactly what the fables want to mean. They say they're good to read because there's morals about life and lessons to learn. And the stories have been passed down from generations to generations. But our viewers shouldn't worry if they don't understand everything, because, as I said, it's Old English and it can
Miss
be more
Letty,
common.
do you think they will understand what the word morals are? Do you think the definition of morals needs to be explained?
Well, Alan, off you go.
Well, I don't know. I've always thought that morals were behaving properly, good, doing good, and not bad things. That's what I consider is a moral. What is morally correct, right? The right thing to do. Is
So
that
it's a
right?
lesson of how we should live our lives,
How we should, oh,
respecting
that's
other
right. Yes.
people.
That's
Right.
more like it. Yes. I was never quite sure, 100%.
Right. So
Okay.
that was a good thing to do. A moral is advice
Oh, yes, we
of
read this one before. Yes.
what we should do to be able to lead a better life and also respect the people around us. So off you go, Alan. Let's go.
The boy who cried wolf. Once there was a shepherd boy who had to look after a flock of sheep. One day he felt bored and decided to play a trick on the villagers. He shouted, "Help! Wolf! Wolf!" The villagers heard his cries and rushed out of the village to help the shepherd boy. When they reached him, they asked, "Where is the wolf?" The shepherd boy laughed loudly. "Ha ha! I fooled you all. I was only playing a trick on you." A few days later, the shepherd boy played the trick again. He cried, "Help! Help! Wolf! Wolf!" Again, the villagers rushed up the hill to help him, and again they found that the boy had tricked them. They were very angry with him for being so naughty.
Right. So a wolf is a wild dog who normally attacks animals so it can eat. Wolves can attack chickens, sheep, anything which is alive on a farm, right? So that is a wolf. And it belongs, I suppose, to the fox family as well. Then, sometime later, a wolf really went into the field. The wolf attacked one sheep, then another, and another. The shepherd boy ran towards the village, shouting, "Help, help, wolf, help somebody." The villagers heard his cries, but they laughed because they thought it was just another trick. The boy ran to the nearest villager and said, "A wolf is attacking the sheep. I lied before, but this time it's true." Finally, the villagers went to look. It was true. They could see the wolf running around and many dead sheep lying on the grass. So, Alan, what is the moral
So
to this
the
story?
moral of this story is we may not believe someone who often tells lies, even when they tell the truth. So yes,
So,
he was caught at this time. He should, because he was playing them up so often, they didn't believe him in the end. And of course, he paid the price that many sheep were attacked.
So now we will do
A
the
shepherd,
vocabulary.
a person who looks after care of sheep.
A
Yes.
shepherd.
I think they call them farmers nowadays, the modern term, farmer.
Well, shepherd is normally looking after sheep or goats.
Yeah.
And you
Yes,
see
that's
fewer
right.
now, no? Right, to look after, to take care of, or be in charge of someone or something.
A flock of sheep is really a group. That's what a flock of sheep is, a group.
To be bored, not doing interesting things. Now, we must be careful because my students always could confuse bored, which is normally for a person, and boring, which is for an event or something. So the book is boring and I am bored with the book. So be careful if it finishes in ed or ing.
To play a trick on is behave in a deceptive or teasing way towards someone.
Right. To rush, to move quickly.
To reach is to arrive.
To fool someone is to trick someone.
To be naughty, badly behaved.
Normally, for children, when they are very active and they're doing silly,
Well,
naughty
over
things.
exuberant.
And the last one?
To tell lies is really not to tell the truth. To tell lies.
Right. We have a few questions after explaining the vocabulary for the story. Alan, why do you think people tell lies?
Well, because they're afraid to own up to the truth. Now, it might be just something minor, which might be a little white lie, as we call it. It's not really important, but you haven't given them the full truth. But on the other hand, it could be very important, and to tell a lie is not good, not good, really.
You can get in a habit of telling lies.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, yes. I knew somebody that was a compulsive liar. So bad that you never knew quite when to if they were
Believe them.
never telling the truth ever. So you just lost all respect if you become a compulsive liar.
I think children tell more lies. They have like a moment in their lives.
Yes, but I don't think they realise the importance of telling that lie. That comes with maturity.
Yes, and I think they are frightened more than anything.
Yes,
That's why
yes,
they tell a lie.
yes, yes.
So
Yeah.
the next question is linked. Is it okay to tell lies?
I think all of us at some time or other in our life have told a lie or lies, maybe to protect ourselves or somebody. But it isn't something that I'm comfortable with, really. I am conscious if I am not telling the truth. But sometimes we just have to, for whatever reason. I can't explain at the moment.
So sometimes we tell a white lie because we don't want to hurt somebody's feelings.
Feelings, yes.
I decided a few years ago I would try my best not to tell lies and if possible not to answer if it was necessary.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
white lies we normally do to protect somebody, and I don't consider a lie if I don't answer.
Yes.
And this is another connection. How often do you lie?
Oh, gosh. Well, that depends over what period. I mean, in a year, in a month, in a week, in a day. I don't make a habit of it unless it's absolutely essential. So I cannot give you an actual figure, but there are maybe the odd occasion when I don't tell the truth. Let's put it that way. I would sooner keep quiet rather than tell a lie.
Right. So you're a bit like me.
Yes, I'm afraid
In the
so.
sense that if we are afraid we can't tell the truth, we
Yeah,
try to move on in the conversation without answering that one.
yeah.
And I think we've answered this. What do you think about liars?
Well, you just lose all respect for them. You never trust them. They're not your friend, and you try to steer clear of them. I do anyway. I know already many people that I just know. We use the word they romance quite often. In other words, they exaggerate. They're not giving me the full truth. And I know I can read their brain, and I know by certain events afterwards that that wasn't actually true. That was a lie. But in their mind, they were telling the truth.
So they have a great imagination. So it's
Yes.
not anything really bad.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why, but in English, I find it very strong. If you said to me, you're a liar, in maybe Spanish, you would be allowed to say that. But in English, I think we would find it very hard to take that sentence. If I say, Alan, you're a liar, I think you would be very offended.
Oh, very, yeah,
Whereas,
that is the ultimate insult if somebody actually calls you a liar. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
but I think in Spanish, you are allowed to say it. It's not as strong. People say, "Oh, you are lying," quite often, and
Well,
I
or
and I
I just
try
say,
to,
I don't think that is true, or that is, you're telling untruths. I think it's a gentle way rather than using the word liar, because that is
yeah.
quite a strong word. If somebody calls you a liar, it'd be much better if you said, I don't think that's quite true. Something like that. You're sort of meeting them halfway.
So what I want to say that you have to be careful speaking another language because there are cultural or traditions of not saying the same thing from one language to another. You are not
Yeah.
allowed to say that really. So the
Yeah.
last one, Alan, what is the last one written today?
I've heard this, to cry wolf is really to call for help when it is not needed, with the effect that someone is not believed when one really does need help, just as per this example of the story we've just read.
So the moral of the story is don't tell lies and don't try to trick people because when you really need them, they will not offer to help you.
That's right. You're trying to pull the wool over their eyes.
Right? That's another expression, to pull wool over your eyes when you're trying to trick me. I hope you don't trick me too often, Alan.
All idioms.
Right then. So let's say toodaloo and we'll see everyone next week.
Okay,
Bye.
okay, bye.